So you get your TSH results back and it's showing a 0.35, let's just say. You're like, it's low. So it's not high, so I must be in good thyroid health. However, one thing to make note is that your thyroid is under the control of your adrenals. Your adrenals are responsible for releasing cortisol. The signal that your adrenals get is coming from your brain, from your hypothalamus, to release that cortisol. So if there is high release of cortisol from the adrenals, this will suppress your thyroid from releasing TSH. So that will lower your TSH. So now looking at your TSH alone is not enough. You need to see, is cortisol high bringing that TSH down? If cortisol is high, this will prevent you from good metabolic health. This will prevent you from losing the weight and getting into a fat burn, because cortisol, which is helping to regulate your blood glucose levels, is releasing glucose in order to help protect you in that fight or fight response. Remember, it's going to protect you from that bear that's chasing you, right? So it needs to support your energy levels in order to do that. So when we're releasing a lot of glucose, that can stimulate a lot of fat storage if it's not being utilized properly. Factors just to keep in mind with the release of cortisol, it is not only due to your perception of stress, so it's also due to your internal environment. So if there is lack of sleep, lack of nutrients, skipping meals, if there's inflammation, infections, cortisol will be there as your protector to help maintain your energy levels. The problem arises when cortisol is chronically stimulated. When this occurs, that means that there's constant release of glucose, which can now increase your glycation of your red blood cells, your A1C levels, and it can also increase your insulin levels. So all of this will promote more of that fat storage and make it harder to dip into fat burn. Also, when you don't have the buffers present, like your DHEA or your progesterone, when those start to decrease, because also cortisol has been suppressing those hormones, or just with aging, these hormones tend to decrease over time. This will also cause cortisol